Hi, are you hiding your spirituality from your family and friends? Are you hiding who you are as a conscious, awakening spiritual being from your family and friends? Are you hiding your love for spiritual things, for going deep, for meditation, for loving crystals from your family and friends? Are you hiding the path that you're now on as a spiritual person from your family and friends? If you're into crystals, if you're into metaphysics, if you're into anything that's new, that's different from the path that you were raised on, are you trying to hide it from your family and friends? This is what I'm going to be talking about in this video, because recently I found myself in a situation where a person from my past, a person from my childhood, was coming into my life, and I, Caroline, found myself thinking about ways and means to keep who I truly am away from this person. I was even shocked that it even crossed my mind to tone myself way down because this person from my past was coming to visit me. Imagine that. Yeah, this is why I am making this video, because I know I'm not the only one in this situation. I know there are people who are hiding who they are, their newfound spirituality, their awakening process from their family members, because they don't want to be judged, They don't know how to express who they truly are to their family members, because I tell you, I know people who don't understand the path that we are on can sometimes really come down heavy on us, and it's just something that we got to learn how to deal with. And most of us truly don't know how to handle these situations, because I mean, what are you going to tell people who can't totally get you? What are you going to tell them? So anyway, I found myself in a situation recently where a person from my past was coming into my life, and my thought process totally was out of character for me. I started sweating bullets at the thought of this person from my past coming into my life. Right now, the people who have been in my life in the last 7 years already know who I am. So I'm pretty comfortable with all these people because they know who I am. They know what I like, they know what I love. I'm totally confident in expressing who I am with them, and they totally embrace me as the person that I am today. But this person from my past, who is a very, very good childhood friend of mine, who I had lost contact with over the years, decided that they wanted to come and visit me. And my mind went into overdrive. What am I going to tell this person? And I was sitting there thinking, Caroline, surely at this point in your life, these are not the types of thoughts that should be coming into your mind. I kept thinking about how this person was going to perceive me when they came into my space, what they were going to say about my crystals, what they would imagine about me, and all these imaginations in my head about how this person was going to perceive me became such a big thing in my mind that I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this person? What am I going to tell this person when this person asks me about what's going on with all these crystals? Because remember, I came from a Bible thumping spiritual background before my spiritual awakening began. And most of the people I knew at that time, including myself, the way that I had been programmed to think was that right now, if this is what I was involved with, if I was involved with crystals, if I was involved with anything that was not in the Bible, okay, even though crystals are in the Bible, I'd be totally going to hell at this point. So my fear in meeting this person from the past was, oh my gosh, what is this person going to be saying to me? So I found myself in a situation where my mind was in overdrive, trying to figure out how to answer this person correctly, or how to have a conversation about this topic, which in a way I just found to be so boring, because sometimes it's so difficult to explain things to people who are not like getting it. And I was just going nuts about what I was going to say to this person. I was trying to hide myself, hide my light, hide my spirituality from a person from the past. And I kept thinking to myself, Caroline, why are you thinking like this? Why are you at this point in your life, many, many, many years later, thinking about hiding your spirituality, not feeling comfortable with who you are as a spiritual being, comfortable enough to express yourself to someone else who is not within your radar. What is this? Like, I was trying to really evaluate, what is this person coming into my life at this time trying to show me? So I understood that there was a lesson in all these things for me. You know, the inner work, it continues. The things that are hidden, the emotions that are hidden, the feelings that are hidden deep within, they'll always be brought to the surface somehow. So this experience with my friend helped me understand a couple of things. How much judgment I still held within me about who other people were and how they perceived me. And by that same token, how much I was judging myself, because I was projecting my own personal judgments, my own personal discomfort about who I am on other people. I was actually projecting thoughts on other innocent people and imagining that these innocent people were thinking some bad thoughts about me, and yet I was the one who really needed to look deep within me and see where these thoughts were coming from. You know, people come into our lives as mirrors, and if we are consciously working on our own spiritual evolution, we need to see that it's never really about that person. It's always like this, at least for me. When something comes into my awareness, good or bad, I look at it as something that's as within, so without. So my without, my external circumstances always reflect to me what I have created inside me. But because now my external circumstances were creating a situation where I was thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do about my feelings about this person who was coming into my life? It made me realize that there was something inside me that I was not comfortable with. So my friend really helped me unearth a hidden layer of something within me. And I saw that I had a lot of judgments within myself about who I was that I needed to work on. So it had to be her, a friend from the past, who had to come into my life at this particular moment to really help me go deep and figure myself out, release these judgments within me, look at them and clear them out from my system. And that's the first thing that this experience taught me. And I'm not even going to lie about it. It taught me that, Caroline, you're truly not as comfortable with yourself as you think you are. You have some deep, deep, deep judgments about yourself and also therefore about other people, and you need to look at it. You need to clear these things out of your system, and you need to come back into alignment. And I did exactly that. So I'm so grateful to my friend. The second thing that this experience taught me, that it sometimes takes someone from the past, or it takes a situation or a condition. It might be anything. So always be aware, always be alert to where information is coming from, to where guidance is coming from, to where help is coming from, and things that come into our experiences. Even if they seem tricky or even if they seem bad, there's always something in there that's here to help us elevate in consciousness. And it doesn't matter how it comes. It might not come in the package you expect, but always be aware as conscious beings that right now we are creating situations that will help us elevate faster, and nothing is hidden. And as light comes into our beings, as all those things that are still hidden in our cellular bodies will come to the surface for release. And any situation or circumstance can bring them to the surface. So let's just stay alert. Another thing that I observed through this whole experience is that when my friend came to visit, she did not say a single word about my crystals. She did not mention anything that I had imagined in my head she would talk about. She did not impose in any way upon my spiritual path. So even if she was curious about what was going on with my life and how I had changed, the fact that she did not mention anything contrary about me or my crystals was eye-opening to me. It just made me see how her coming to visit me was a higher lesson that was here to assist me to release hidden belief systems, hidden attitudes, hidden thoughts that I had within me that were no longer serving me. An old blast from the past had come to help me heal myself. So it ended up being a totally healing experience for me. And I just want to encourage all of us who are not so comfortable about being their authentic selves, about showing who they truly are to others or shining their lights as we want to, especially when it comes to family and friends. You know, when it's about other people, we don't really care. But sometimes when it comes to family and friends, people tend to tread very, very lightly, tread very, very gently in really showing the truth of who they are. There's a lot of stuff there, and I really can't knock anyone for it. But, you know, at the end of the day, we are loved, we are supported, and everybody is helping us. You know, everybody who comes into a reality is coming to show us something about ourselves. And if we are truly, truly working on our spiritual elevation, in releasing densities, and we are paying attention, we'll notice those things and then work with them. You know, no one is perfect and there's nothing to hide, and no one is really there. You know, we're all just trying day by day to really get rid of what doesn't serve us. And it's not like we've arrived or anything. I'm constantly doing my work. I'm not even ashamed to say sometimes you fall off the wagon, but you pick yourself up real quick. It's not like in the past when, oh, something happens and then you're going to be down there in the hole forever. These days we are quick to notice these things. We observe what's happening, and we know it's not about anyone else, it's about us, it's about our power, and we can do it. And, you know, quickly get back on the wagon and keep rolling. So guys, if you've been going through an experience where you're hiding your spirituality from your family and friends, let me know in the comment section. And please subscribe. This is a channel where we are constantly doing better for ourselves, elevating our spiritual consciousness, living in love and joy, and, you know, ascending daily, all day, every day. I'll see you guys next time. Let's keep our lights shining brightly. Let's keep truth to power. Stay authentic, because it's a beautiful world. See you guys next time. Love you. Bye.